Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's One Piece live reaction bingo. We have chapter 1126. I'm excited to get into things. Are we going to continue with some of this between arc stuff, which I think is really good? I think for months now I've been really into One Piece, really just post Wano. I think even during Wano, I think you could see it throughout my journey with Wano. I was always trying to be optimistic, trying to be positive, like even when things weren't the best, I'm like always trying to look for the best. And so post Wano, I really think we have just got some absolute banger sections of the story where I'm like, this stuff is really good. And there's always like some kind of caveats to that. There's always some like, maybe this isn't the best stuff moments in there, even when things are great. And there have been some kind of stinker segments of the post Wano stuff, but even then I've been like, okay, this a couple chapters have been pretty not great, but there's also a lot of really good stuff happening too. So it's been a mixed bag, and I've generally tried to be optimistic with it. And I just think for months now, like Oda's been on a really good run, like one of the most solid post time skip runs for the past, like, I don't know, 15-20 chapters. It's been really good. So we could get more jumping around, we could get more exciting stuff. Last chapter was like very unexpected for me. I didn't see the stuff going on with Saturn and Garling. I didn't see any of that coming. That was really surprising to me. And leaving Egghead, I think we might be done seeing and hearing about the Vegapunks other than Lilith and York for a while. I kind of made the mistake toward the end of last week's video where I was like, oh, I guess they're out of sync with Punk Records, but apparently Punk Records can sync up worldwide, so I don't know how that's going to affect things. But it seems like the other Vegapunks that are now together in one body in what is it, Pythagoras's body? No, Edison. In Edison's body, they're all together there. They fuse the parts together. It seems like they're going off, and they're probably not going to come back until like some end of series type stuff. Meanwhile, York is going to be working with the world government, now working specifically for Garling, who is taken over for Saturn, and we're going to have Lilith working with the Straw Hats. What are Lilith and Bonnie going to do? I've been saying it for a while. Do they just stay with us? I actually wouldn't hate it if they did, because, I don't mind other characters just staying with the Straw Hats at this point. The story's almost over. You're already with us. Where else are you gonna go? Like, are they gonna just stay at Elbaf? That would seem weird as is. So yeah, I really don't see too much of the story left. I'm excited to see what we get if we actually get into Elbaf. After last week's chapter, I don't know if we will. I don't know if it'll take us a while to get there. When we get there, that could be, I think if we're ever really going to get more Big Mom stuff, it's going to be at Elbaf, just because there's a really strong connection there. And of course, Luffy said to Big Mom specifically, he was coming to the New World, going to beat all of the Yonko, and he didn't beat Big Mom. Big Mom got beaten by some other guys, and Luffy never got his chance. So I think he could have his chance, and instead of being this long, hard, like drawn out battle with Kaido, we could just have Luffy say that Luffy's grown to a point where he can just actually, not all the assists, not all the help, not all the other people fighting against Kaido, where we can just have Luffy himself, even if he struggles a bit, Luffy just 1v1 actually beat Big Mom, and he's actually defeated a Yonko really truly 1v1 there. We could do that in Elbaf. If not, I don't know if we'll ever see more Big Mom stuff. And there's just so much going on in the world of One Piece right now. We have so many things to see. We don't know what Smoker's doing. Hopefully Carrot comes back. I did see some of you in the comments saying, Carrot was the one who got the story about Loki and Elbaf. The ones who were told that were Carrot and Nami. So unless they told the rest of the Straw Hats, we can assume they maybe did off screen. The rest of the Straw Hats wouldn't know. That's just something that Carrot and Nami know. So it would be nice if Carrot could show back up as a character. Again, if not here, then I don't imagine she's showing up, much like the Vegapunks, until like endgame. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for 1126. I'm recording this on Friday. The scans came out on Thursday, but I didn't get time to record yesterday. For those of you who don't know, I record when the scans come out and put this up on Patreon and YouTube for patrons and members. I put the link up so that patrons and members can watch it early without like a thumbnail or title, so I don't spoil anybody. And then I throw the thumbnail and title up there and make it public for everybody when the official chapter comes out, again, so I don't spoil anybody. So if you want to see these videos early, you can become a patron or channel member by hitting a link to become a patron down below, or to go check out the Patreon if you're interested in becoming a patron, or hitting join down below to become a member. You can get these videos a bit early. And also, if you want to play along bingo yourselves, I always like seeing like some of your cards that you post, or some of the stuff that some of you say about playing bingo yourself. There's always a link in the comments and description for you to go and make your own bingo card. I always change up the generator every week. Some weeks I change more than others. I changed, I think, 2 or 3 spaces. I got rid of some old spaces, put in some new spaces. So I changed things up more than usual this week. And if you want to, you know, suggest any spaces or anything for the bingo board, then just let me know and I'll think about it next time I go in to update it. So let's see what kind of card I end up with this week. We have chapter 1126, and it gave me Devil Fruit Awakening, Gorosei. I put Gorosei back in the mix, or no, Gorosei was always in the mix. I didn't take it out. I kept Gorosei in the mix because I didn't expect to see him last week, but we did. Admiral, Smoker, Heart Pirates, we still don't know what Smoker's doing. Joy Boy mentioned, Flashback, Silhouetted Character, any Mads member I added. So that would be if we see Vegapunk. Yeah, I guess if we see Lilith or York, you can count that. I didn't really think about that before I added it. Even any of those I wouldn't mind, but if we see Caesar, Judge, if we see Queen for some reason, Stussy, then, you know, any Mads member, you can be liberal with your interpretation of it if you want. It's kind of hard to get a bingo as is, so being generous is probably a good idea. Bounty Reveal, Nika mentioned, Elbaf. If we actually get to see Elbaf, Free Space, which we can click, any Straw Hat member, the Kid Pirates, Cross Guild, Wano Piece, which is if we see Wano at all, Seraphim, Carrot Andor Zunisha, Food, the Azoan Transformation, Vivi Wappler Morgans, a Yonko, a Straw Hat Grand Fleet representative, or a new named Devil Fruit. So, either way, with that aside, let's get into reading. Since I'm, of course, not allowed to show One Piece on screen, we can at least have some fun and do some bingo with it. So we have chapter 1126, Taking Responsibility, and this is a good-looking frontispiece already. We have Onichild Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 14. A local soba shop in Kuri is reporting missing girls. I like this sort of arc being... Did we get some hints at something like that last week too? I don't remember. I like it being Yamato traveling around Wano and like solving these problems and stuff. It does really like work with the whole like guardian deity stuff. I think that generally it's been pretty solid. So we have Yamato here eating some food. And then I'm just taking in everything else in the panel. But that means before even getting into the chapter proper, we have some things we can fill in. Do I have food? Food's an easy one. I do have food. That's an easy one. And Wano Piece. Both good. Seraphim is probably a difficult one. It feels like we never ever see Seraphim. I feel like we still could. We still haven't seen the ones that the world government there captured at Egghead and was taking away. We haven't seen the ones that were sent to attack Cross Guild. Like, there are a few things here that we haven't seen yet. So I'm just glancing through this before we continue onward. So let's go into the actual chapter. It looks like we got a 2-page spread of the party still going on. It was a while after we left you guys at Water 7, but we couldn't wait to see the captains again, so we went to Little Garden ourselves, catching up with the giants. So that's what happened. Anyone would be curious after 100 years. When we got there, these two were still going at it barehanded. Gah-ba-ba-ba. Huh? How come? Sometimes weapons just break. Gah-gah-gah-gah. You think a punch is enough to take down these stubborn oafs? That's a real problem when you're in a duel to the death. In the end, they got us. To go back to Elbaf with them, we had to arm ourselves again. And now we see all of the giants partying. Cool. You went for new weapons. Okay, sorry. I'm just taking this in. You went for new weapons, so you're still fighting? Of course, says Dorian Brogy. I'm done. Come on, Nami, didn't you learn a thing back on Little Garden? You tell her, Usopp. There's some strong booze. It's called absinthe, the green fairy. Careful, there's a chance it'll make you hallucinate. Okay, so we didn't actually get to see a flashback with them telling that story. I was wondering if they were going to hit us with one, but we do see some other things. We have seen so I don't think Thousand Sunny is a space, or if it is a space, I didn't get it. But we did get to see a Yonko, which is Luffy, and any Straw Hat member. Do I not have any Straw Hat member? I do. Okay. Okay. Is that it? I think that might be it. See what else we have this time. We see Luffy partying. We got Lilith and... Okay, so Lilith is there and Robin. We've got Jinbei, Sanji, and Usopp. Brook. Lots of panels being spent for the party. Chopper, Nami, Frankie, and Zoro. We finally got to reach it together. And we see Kuma and Bonnie, so Kuma may or may not survive here. The horizon. Man, that's a good looking shot. Okay, we're getting into something. Okay, we're jumping around. We're getting into something cool. So before I get into it, before I want to focus on that, let's just fill in anything I might be missing. I think there was one more thing, wasn't there? Gosh, what was it? I don't remember. Oh yeah, any Mads member because of Vegapunk. Because of Lilith. Okay, I think that's it. Now then, we're gonna get into something cool because I see some narration boxes. An incident occurred just over a month ago, here at Gartel Island in the New World. The pirate Bartolomeo the Cannibal. Okay, so we're getting Straw Fleet representative. Entered Emperor Red-Haired Shanks' territory and burned the city's flag. This happened years ago for us reading. A blatant affront to the Emperor. Many crews and islands rely on my flag. If I just let this slide, people would lose faith in it. So we see Shanks is actually there with Bartolomeo and his crew. And my friends and allies would become targets. You're absolutely right. Please forgive us. We weren't thinking, it was a foolish mistake. And now, this is a deadly poison. See to it that Straw Hat Luffy takes this within a month. What? It causes intense pain. Blood erupts from the victim until they finally die. We can overlook this if your boss takes responsibility. And Luffy's immune to poison, so it's fine. And also, who is this guy? His design's kind of cool. I don't think we've seen him before, though, with Shanks' crew. There's no way we could do that to Luffy-senpai. And then Bartolomeo takes it himself. What? Boss? Stop, boss. You're gonna die. It'll kill you and make your blood spurt out. That's fine by me. Luffy-senpai never asked us to share that sake or take up his flag. I ain't gonna get him involved in my mess. His time is too precious to waste on someone like me. I'm good being just another scrub who got killed trying to show up an emperor. Oh man, I wish I could have seen Luffy-senpai become Pirate King. Damn it all, I threw away that chance like an idiot. It's up to you guys now. Boss! We have Gambia and the others crying. See you around, guys. He burps and he's fine. Whoa, they just left us be. Let's get as far away as possible. Looks like that poison was a fake. It wouldn't have hurt Luffy-senpai at all. I thought the emperors were meant to be ruthless. He was softer than I expected. So, again, seeming that it was a test. But Luffy would have been fine either way. He's pretty immune to poison at this point. So from this, we've seen some things. That sounds so weird to say. Yeah, that's crazy though, that Shanks himself was there. It's been so long for us. Okay, so we did see a flashback to him burning the flag there. I was just checking. So let me do some things here. So we don't see any more of this stuff. We do get a flashback. We don't have Joy Boy or Nika mentioned. We haven't seen Elbaf yet. Kid Pirates I feel like we're going to see at some point, right? No Zoan transformation. Okay, fleet representative. We're doing pretty okay. What are you smirking about? We have Beckman. Isn't it hard not to smile? He's so dedicated to Luffy. Hey boss, mind stepping out of the way? We still gotta teach him a lesson, says Yasopp. On this day by Gartel Island, the Bardo Club pirate ship was sunk. It's unknown if there are any survivors. The going Luffy-senpai, no! And it's weird. I keep wondering if they're going to have some dark turn with Shanks or not. It feels like Oda is just constantly playing around with the idea over whether the red-haired pirates are good or bad. Like, they're presented as bad, but he keeps like hinting at the heel turn, like, oh, are they gonna be evil? Are they gonna do something bad? Now we have Pirate Island Hachinosu, and we see the islands all beat up. How the hell did you let this happen, Pizarro? I haven't even been gone that long. It's not that simple, nya. Didn't you hear? The world's on the brink. The poneglyphs ain't an obscure secret anymore. We emperors are going to have to tear each other to pieces over them. You think the government and navy are just going to stand by? We ain't going to win unless we're ready. Kobe was our ace in the hole, and you're telling me he got away? I'm sorry, Teach. Just hear me out. It ain't like I just let him scurry away. Where's this shop go? And we see, so he's smaller now, so I guess he can just change size. We've got San Juan Wolf putting the buildings back. To the left, watch your ass. And he's knocking over another building as he's trying to help. And you let Moria escape too? Okay, so we're getting confirmation on the Moria Perona stuff. Commodore, we're ready for anything. Everyone knows you're the man who'll claim the One Piece, Blackbeard. The one who's going to take over the world. We have everyone cheering. I wonder if we're going to get to see any of the Creek pirates or anything. We have a 2-page spread here with the captains. Zehaha. At least morale's on the rise. That's something we got to take advantage of. Now let me hear it, Kuzan. Kobe got away, but, well, we caught Garp. Zehaha. Now that's what I call a consolation prize. You keep finding a way to trade up, Captain. Yeah. To be honest, it's so weird. San Juan Wolf, his face on the left looks like Pound. To be honest, I was going for the kill, but he survived. Don't be hard on yourself, Kuzan. There ain't many who can take him down, you know. Well, it was a team effort. Looks like the winds of fortune are favoring us. Wee ha ha ha. We also snagged this 3-eyed girlie here. Hey, get Lafitte on the line. So Lafitte's not there with them. Right. Lafitte's not there with them. We still don't see Katarina or Van Auger. So presumably they're still with Caribou, right? They were the two that were there. And Pudding is now at Hachinosu. So we now have presumably Moria, Perona, and Kobe's crew are not at Hachinosu anymore. But now we have Garp and Pudding there. Okay, so before we get into the next page, it looks like we're cutting to something else. Is there anything that I am missing here? I don't think there is. Just glancing through these really, really quickly. Yeah, I don't think any of what we saw count as a Zoan transformation. Alright. You know, nothing. Just glancing through really quick. Let's continue on. We have Navy, Umit Shipping HQ. Is Umit Shipping, is that the one... That's not the one with Dufeld, right? Yes, Commodore Teach. What are those revolutionaries up to? Okay, and we see some burning stuff here. They're at the shipping HQ, and that's where Lafitte is. Seems like their siege is proving effective, and the Red Port's bandolas keep breaking down whenever they try to load them with food. Okay, so they're sieging the place to keep food from going up the Red Line. All supply shipments from foreign nations have been halted too, and we're seeing a diagram of it. Even when the Navy manages to secure food, they can't stop the sabotage bandolas from crashing. The Celestial Dragons may really start to starve at this rate. It's all quite unprecedented, really, not to mention engaging. Zehahaha. This ain't the time to sit back and watch. Get ready. Understood. I wonder if he's going to try to go against the Tenryubito, like, directly, like Rox did. We see Pirate Island again. Pizarro, we've arrived. Yeah, it's Devon. Okay, pick us up. Docking you guys is always such a pain, yeah. You know I'm injured, right? Oh, hell no, it's a monster. Don't take me. Big Bro, Big Sis, save me. Quit jabbering. Who is Big Bro Big Sis? You brought that guy, didn't ya? Uh-huh. And then we cut away. It's been 2 days, so we get time skip. It's been 2 days since the giant warrior pirates set off from Egghead. However, even sailing with the speed of the great Arik. So Arik, I would assume maybe like references to like, I don't know, what is it, Eric the Red or whatever, is their ship. They have yet to arrive at Elbaf. What's going on? Did we all pass out drunk? Where's the Sunny gone? I can't see it. Okay, the Sunny is gone. What could have caused this? We've got to find them. We can't head to Elbaf like this. So crew split? Maybe they were swallowed by a fish. Quit it. The fish here are so massive that just might be true. Luffy, where'd you go? Nami, hey, wake up. Okay, so the ones that are with the... Let's take some inventory. The ones that are on the Adik, I'm assuming is the name of the ship. We've got Brook. Lilith is there with them, so is Bonnie. And with Brook, we've got Jinbei, Robin, and Frankie. So there's upwards of 6 that might be separated off. Nami, hey, wake up. She wakes up. I must have had too much to drink. And she's dressed differently as well. Huh? Where is this foreboding place? And it looks like it's made of Legos? It reminds me, weren't they in some kind of Lego world in opening 16? Or am I thinking of opening 12? What would make something like this? Perona didn't do anything like this, did she? I don't think so. I don't think, unless she somehow awakened her fruit, I don't think Sugar is like free right now. She might be captured with the rest of the Doflamingo pirates. I don't know that Sugar could do anything like this. And Nami's in a totally different outfit right now too. Maybe this is somebody else's power, like a new character's power. But it seems like they took the entire Sunny, as well as potentially the original 5 members of the crew plus Chopper, original 6 members. Yeah, because these are like the most recent 4 that aren't with them. Unless I'm missing anyone, but it doesn't look like I am. So once again, a very good chapter. It's one of those between arc chapters where we're really jumping around between a lot of different scenarios. It was very good. Let me just do one last check of the bingo card. I don't really think we got anything this time around. Yeah, we jumped all around, but I did not get the best of luck here. So we didn't actually see Elbaf yet. We're going to get a little bit of stuff before then. I am very excited. This is, you know, a wild left turn. So it's going to be cool to see where it leads. But with that out of the way, with that aside, I'm going to go get this video posted for all of you. Thank you so much for watching, for being here for this. Again, if you want to see these videos early, you can become a patron or channel member, but I'll talk more about that at the very end. Thank you. I really enjoyed it. One Piece has been on a really good roll lately. This chapter gave me a bit, but I'm coming out of this chapter like, we got to see so much, but we got to see so, like, just tiny snippets that I'm like, oh my god, I want more. I want so much more. It's gonna suck waiting for next chapter. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter and my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Ask and I can give you a link. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks, that is appreciated. But if you want to, you know, not only support the channel to help me to keep making videos, but if you want to also actually like get your name at the end of every video and actually get these One Piece videos a bit early, you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Also, if you want to play along with your own bingo card, like I said, the generator is always down below in the comments and description. Thank you so much, though, to people who are already supporting, people who are already patrons and members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, Efranono, Abyss Knight, JA, and the D-Ban, Cheriton Students, David Langstaff, and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG, and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pater Owl. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.